Hi everybody. I feel compelled to make a video response to Joseph Beck, who left a comment on a video I just uploaded, How to Be an Explorer. And Joseph's comment was, if I didn't live in the middle of nowhere. And I want to address this in a very positive vein. I want to share with you, Joseph, about my own, assuming that's your name. I guess it sounds like your name, it's a YouTube handle, but I guess that's your name. I want to share with you about my own experience. I haven't always lived in Japan. Japan, granted, Japan, you can't turn around, you can't step outside the door without finding fascinating stuff here. So it's really easy to be an explorer here. So the point is really well taken that you make about living in the middle of nowhere. But I do want to share with you. And after I read your comment, I was sitting here and I was thinking to myself, what if I was to return to the States? Would I still be able to make videos? Would people still watch? And I think that the answer would be that the audience would probably be different, because a lot of people who watch my videos now do so to witness Japan through my lens. And if I wasn't in Japan, they probably wouldn't watch. At least not everybody. I have some friends that are just like to be my friends and the like. But however, as to the point of interest, really, I think that's a matter of again, how what you do with the materials that you have. And I won't be long-winded here. I'll try to keep this simple. This could easily grow into a bigger video. Before I came to Japan, I lived in Southern California, and I spent all of my free time, even though I lived near the beach, I loved the beach, I was out in the desert. I adore the desert, and I would be out in the Mojave Desert. I would hop on my motorcycle, my big R1100 GS BMW motorcycle, and head out into the desert on a Friday night, whipping through the wind out there, park the bike, camp somewhere, and I would, in the morning, I would wake up. This is before I had a video camera or anything like that. I would wake up and I would walk the desert, the sand, out into the dry lake playas, the alkaline flats, everything. And I would walk slowly, and it was an unending experience of fascination. The reason being was that I knew a little bit about the ecology of the desert, and so I had the benefit of being biology training, where I understood about the life zones in the desert, how the different regions, as they graded down in different salinity and alkaline soil, like how the different life forms would exist there, the different plant zones. You could see the variations. I knew a little bit about the geology, how the rock formations were made, the granite mountains, what do you call them? Now I can't remember, the wash plains where the alluvial fans. There were these giant alluvial fans out there in the desert. I knew about the history, about how the once great mountains that were out there that have been worn down to near nothing, to almost perfectly flat plains. About the little seas, the little areas, the lakes that couldn't drain, and most of all about the biology, the actual life forms. My interest in spiders and insects gave me a chance, and as well as reptiles and amphibians and other life forms. I could literally plunk my butt down in a dry stream bed and watch beetles go past and tarantula hawks fly by, and in the night get up and use my ultraviolet light to shine and find scorpions whose carapace would reflect the light off of it. And so what had happened was a landscape that seemed otherwise boring to a lot of people. And a lot of people drive that route from LA to Las Vegas, as Billy Idol says, "Stream of cars go to Las Vegas." Ooh, Billy, yeah. They drive that route and think nothing about that desert out there, because they don't know necessarily about what a wonderful place it is. But if you're in a place where you say the middle of nowhere, I would offer that it's only a middle of nowhere because you may not be aware of the stories that are going on, the ecology, the history, there's certainly a history wherever you are. Everywhere around the world has history, natural history as well as human history and the like. And not only that, but even if you're not interested in that stuff, there's the more esoteric pursuits of poetry and art and even meditation, the exploration of silence. Or the ability to make friends with people who may have those interests and may be able to educate you. I learned about this stuff by meeting a man called David Bixler, another man, Jim Delorier, who took me out into the desert, as well as my father, and taught me about these things. So I would offer that if you or anybody else lives in the middle of nowhere, it doesn't mean that adventure does not await. It simply means that you may not be aware of the delicacy and the complexity and the wonderful tapestry of interest that that exist in every single place that you go. It doesn't matter if you turn right. It doesn't matter if you turn left. I turned right earlier and ended up on this tsunami tower. If I had turned left, I would not have been here. I would be somewhere down there, but I'm sure I would be sitting looking at something equally fascinating, because it's not a matter of the items. It's a matter of how you process it when you see it. That you look past, you walk past this tower and you go, hey, that's a weird looking tower. What the heck is that? And look close and it's a tsunami tower. That's a strange looking rock. What is that? Oh my gosh, this is a sandstone that must have been pressed together from an ancient sand dune, you know, during the, maybe perhaps from the Triassic period. Maybe dinosaurs sifted through this sand. I mean, there you go. Okay, I'll shut up now. I got myself all excited. It's time to shut up, get off this tower, go look for more interesting things. So thanks for leaving your comment, and I hope that I hope that I've encouraged you a little bit to consider your and anybody else to consider your middle of nowhere to actually be the middle of interest. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.